Hello everybody, this is Simeonski. Welcome to another Rec Room tutorial. In this one, I'm gonna explain to you one of the mechanics that I used in my games and also show you how you can build this mechanic into your game step by step. This simple game mechanic I'm using in my game Lost Treasure. It is basically a mechanic where you can go to this well here, fill your bucket. And you have to give these sheep, lovely sheep over there, you have to bring water to their water sink thing with this bucket and fill it up step by step. And you see, if I fill this up, the water raises, and you have to do this like 3 times or 4 times. Come here, take water from the well, bring it here until this is fully filled. So let's see how we can build this from scratch. Okay, we are inside our maker room and want to build this system of this tank filling up from scratch. So let's start with our first object here. Okay, let's show the components again. Let's start with our first thing here. This would be the place trigger. Of course, I will not put any fountain here or something like this. I will just put the trigger that you can see it. So this will be the place where we take the water from, basically, or where we fill up our. Oh, what was that? Where we fill up our bucket. This is our bucket. And over there will be the place where we bring the bucket, and then the water level rises over there. So we need another trigger volume over there. That will trigger if we bring the filled bucket here. And then for the raising water, I will use glass here, because this is a little bit transparent. This will be our water. I will not put anything around this. I will just let the water raise. Let's say up to a certain point. Yeah, let's make it a little bit big and take it down. Bump. So this is the place where we put the water, and it will raise up every time we put water into this. Okay, that's our basic setting. Now we want to start with giving this water bucket. Lovely water bucket, isn't it? The physical and grabbable and the roll bucket. Here we go. So we have the tag bucket. We have it grabbable. It should do it for now. And we can fill it up here. Bring it to this place. Okay, how to fill it up. So basically what we want to do is, once you put it in there, we want to have a Boolean variable. And you can have and we want to have a sound effect that makes the sound of the bucket filling up. Let's use something with water here. Sparkle, beep, splash. Let's use the splash sound. It's not exactly the bucket sound, but let's use the splash sound for now. So basically what will happen, it will just play the sound and fill it, and you could also add the text like a subtitle that says bucket filled like we had in the other example, but I will stop here. That's something you would always be able to add, and give this the name. And this is head filled. It's always very important with these booleans, especially if you have a lot of them, to be very specific, so you can remember what they actually do, especially if you have a lot of them in room. So this should turn the bucket filled thing. Oh, okay. Of course, of course you will want to have the tag check again before that, and you will want to have it for the object, not for the player. And the things that sometimes can happen. Yes. Yeah. You want this to not be a player check, but you want this to be an object enter check. And here's another thing. There is an that I did not use before. You have the if or if hashtag. But you can also use an if chip and the hashtag chip. But there is a combined one, so we will use this. And remove this. And then you go to the object entered. You don't need the object exited for this to work. And the tag has to be bucket. So now it should work. No, not yet. We have to connect it. So whenever I enter this, the bucket will be filled and will make a sound. Which it doesn't do. Did I write the bucket differently? Maybe the tag is not right. Let's see. Probably had a big letter here first. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So this fills the bucket basically. You cannot change the image of the bucket sadly, because if you have it in your hand, it's just like this. It's a little bit, it's not too problematic, it will work. So, okay, we filled it, and then we want to go over here and start with the same thing again. If hashtag, if the object we enter, hashtag bucket. Then we will continue with our chain, otherwise nothing will happen. But we have a second thing that we need to check now, and this is if it's filled. And so we need to go for another if chip and another Boolean. And then we have to check here, it's called bucket filled. And we go over here, call it the same, so it's connected. Bucket filled. Submit. And just go through this check. And what we want to do is, we want this to only work once. So you go here, you drop it once, then you have to take more water again. So easy way is to do this if the bucket is filled, if it's true, and then it continues and turns off. So we go down here, it turns it to false, so we will have to run over to this place again. Let's also get the sound in here, so we have some sound feedback for this to work. So this will now only trigger if it has the hashtag, this object you enter has the hashtag, the tag bucket, and if this is true. Here we go. And now how do we raise the water level? This would be the next part. So for this we need a piston. There it is. Just put it next to, maybe put it here. Bam. You can easily just remove the, not remove, but move the board of this piston into your chain. But I want to keep it low now because we will move the piston not by this thing over here, but we will use another way to move the piston up. And of course, with pistons, you want to connect your water to this little stick so it's connected to your piston. So, and how do we raise this up now? There are some functions that pistons can do, and one is piston set distance. This is what we want. Okay, we will have to connect this to this piston. And then we don't directly want to set a fixed distance, but what we want to do is to add an amount of distance to this distance that is already here. So for this, we want another piston thing that's called piston get distance. And also connect this to the piston. And then we want to have an add chip here. Okay. So we are getting the distance from this and adding, let's say, I think what I used for this other one was 0.2, I think, is a good. It's a float, come on. 0.2 is a good distance because 1 will be 1 meter, that's too much. And so what this basically does, it takes the value that the piston already has, it's 0 now, and adds 2.0 to it and sets the piston to the new distance. Yeah, that's how it works. But what will happen now, we can test this real quick, it will continue raising up forever. We don't want this for this example. We want this to finish like at a value like 1, and then something else will happen because you kind of finished the task. So how do we do this? Of course, you can have the max distance here set to 1. Then it shouldn't be able to move beyond that, beyond 1, I think. We can test this really quickly. We'll just change this value to 1 and see if it's going further. So this now should only work once because the max distance is, yeah, it's going up. No. Probably will have to set the max distance here somewhere. Yeah, max travel distance. You have to set it in the piston settings, not in this circuit board thing. So let's go. It's going up. Shouldn't go up again. Okay, it's still going up. So if you do this with circuits, there is basically no limit how far it can travel up. But we can have a workaround this problem with some if chips over here. So, but what I want to do first here is that something else will trigger once you have reached a certain height of your piston. Let's say it's moving up by 0.3. Say 0.3, so it's not taking us too long. And I want something else to trigger, like for this we will just turn on a light like we did before once it has reached a certain value. So this is super easy. You basically add another if chip here, and then you add a chip that's called greater or equals, and basically take the value from this piston here again, and say if it's greater or equal 1, then the light will turn on, otherwise nothing will happen. So let's see. Not getting now. The light will turn on, otherwise nothing will happen. And to stop the piston from moving up further, you could also, and I will do this really quickly, we can make, basically we can even copy this here, make another Boolean check before that. And this is basically, this Boolean will basically check, we call it, I call it just full here for now. And this will basically check if the thing is full, like if it's reached this level that the light is showing. And then it continues the chain, so we can put it in here. Yeah, right in here. It just checks if this is true. By standard it's false, so it's continuing. If it's true, then it will not continue. And we can just put this at the very end of our chain, right when the light is turned on, and set it to true. So that's how you build the system. Let's see if it works. So I can fill up my bucket here, bring it here, it's raising the level a little bit, fill it again, bring it here, and you see I can only do it once. And now it should turn on the light, not yet. No, it's turning on the light right now, and maybe it shouldn't even move up anymore. Let's see. Yeah, it's moving up once more, turning on the light. Now it should stop moving up because the value of this piston is at more than 1. And you see it's not working anymore. Yeah, that's how you build a little fountain into your game. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like and subscribe the video if you liked it, or leave a comment. You can also leave comments on what you want to see more on this channel. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.